Welcome back. You're still tuned into Markets at Lunch on ET Now, and three Nifty companies will be reporting their numbers tomorrow. Let's start with Eternal first, and a strong quarter is likely for Eternal this time, as margins are expected to improve on a sequential basis. The management has now guided for 3,000 dark stores by March 2027. Snehi is now joining us to take us through what we should expect from Eternal's numbers this time. Snehi?
Well, speaking of Eternal, we're expecting to see a very good quarter from Eternal this time around. Now, if I have to break down what the expectation is, on a consolidated sequential basis, we're expecting the revenue to grow by about 16%, exactly at 20,000 crores. Around that number, we're expecting the top line to be. The EBITDA is expected at 664 crore rupees, which is a very healthy uptick of 36% on a sequential basis. Net profit, we're expecting to see at 300 crores, which is again up more than 70% sequentially. And margins also, we're expecting to see some good expansion over here of roughly 50 bips. Remember, this time last year, previous quarter rather, the number was at 2.8%, and we're expecting a sequential jump to 3.3%. Now, in terms of some segment expectations, food delivery is expected to do well. The revenue is expected to go up by 10% sequentially. NOV is expected to grow in tandem as well. The contribution margin is seen at roughly 10% of NOV, and EBITDA margins are seen at 5.2% as a percentage of NOV. For quick commerce, for Blinkit, once again, we're expecting to see very good growth. Revenue is seen growing up by 40.5% on a sequential basis. The GOV, we're expecting to see this expand by 26%. NOV growth seen of 20% on a sequential basis, and contribution margin is likely to come in at 5.5%. EBITDA margin is likely to be at 0.6%. This is important to know because we're expecting the EBITDA margin to be positive this time around as well for Blinkit, and that's an important metric to be tracking. Store count now for Blinkit's dark stores is expected to reach 2,468, which implies that roughly 225 stores were opened in the first quarter. Now, the management has guided for 3,000 dark stores by March 2027, which means in this financial year, they need to be opening around 800 stores, which means any number above 200 stores per quarter is good, and we're expecting them to open 225, so on track to meet their target as well. For the going out business, that's District, revenue is expected to fall by 10%. For Hyperpure, revenue is expected to grow by 25%. So lastly, when the numbers do come out, watch out for commentary on outlook of competitive intensity, Blinkit and food deliveries GOV and NOV growth, their margin outlook, their average order per value for Blinkit, and their management commentary on new versus mature stores, how they are performing, and the expansion of dark stores, if they're hiking this number at all. So watch out for all of these factors. But yes, all in all, we're expecting to see a good set of numbers from Eternal.